G'day viewers, just going through the winter edition for Electrical Connection magazine. A lot of very good stories in this edition. On the front cover, good story about hydrogen. In here also is my story as well, of course. I'm not going to tell you what page, you can have a look for it. I'll put a link in the description to be able to take you to the magazine and then look through it. But my story in that edition is about the issue of installing PEDs. Installing insufficient number of PEDs. At every isolation point in HV, we must install at least one earth. And why it says at least is because if we're putting up PEDs, we need to determine how many PEDs are going to be able to do the job. An earth must be able to handle the fault current in the system. So you've got to be able to work out what the fault current is going to be. And it's a lot easier than what it sounds. Now, of course, you can go into adding your cables into the calculation, which you need AS 3008 for. And it's interesting doing that. It's good fun for those of us who like playing with it. But at the very least, if you work out the fault current for the transformer that you're near, and it's very simple, I can do another video on it, or if anyone wants to get in touch with me, I'll explain it to them. It's very easy. Simply your power formula. So you've got the power of the transformer, which is the size, the kVA. Divide that by the secondary voltage of the transformer, and that'll give you your rated current, or your full load current of the transformer, and then simply divide that by the value of the impedance of the transformer. That'll give you your fault current. Now, if you're saying you're a good distance away from the transformer and so you don't want to have to look at worst case scenario, and obviously the fault current's going to be lower, yes. A good rule of thumb would be that, let's say 50 meters away from the transformer, then the fault current would probably be about half of the value. So 50 meters would give you 50%. But you've got to be able to work out the fault current. There's no point putting up one set of PEDs. Most companies I see, when they're putting up PEDs, they simply put up one set of PEDs. A couple of places I've been to, they've only got one set of PEDs on site. So that's quite scary. Some places you might need to have 4 PEDs sitting there. Put it all in parallel. So guys, grab your edition of the Electrical Connection magazine. Good story in there about someone who learnt the lesson on why they need more PEDs. You don't just install one set of PEDs. Alright, hope that helps. See you tomorrow.